Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to my studio. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the Selena Crochet Ruana. This is a light and lacy layering piece that is easy to crochet and has seamless join-as-you-go construction. It can be worn open, cinched with a belt, or with one side slung up over a shoulder. Lace up the sides with fringed ties to wear it as a vest, or lace up the sides and front for a poncho look. You will need number 2 sport weight yarn. I used Be So Bare, which is the undyed version of Be So Serene yarn. If you want it in colors, these are the colors that I have hand dyed, or if you want it undyed, you would get the Be So Bare. You could also substitute any of my other number 2 sport weight yarns, which would be So Soulful and Be So Sporty. You'll also need a size H8 or 5mm crochet hook, yarn needle, and scissors. You can download the individual pattern on my website or Ravelry, or this is also included in the Layers Crochet ebook. So if you download the ebook, this will be one of the patterns included. It is an unstructured garment, so the first size fits sizes small and medium, the next one fits sizes large and extra large, and the third size fits 2X and 3X. To get a better idea of what size you think will work for you, there is a schematic that gives you all of those measurements. It'll give you a rough idea of how you would want to choose the size that works best for you. There's also written instructions as well as a chart, so if you prefer to follow a chart or the written instructions, either way works. The construction is as follows. We start at the shoulder seam with foundation ovals and work our way down the back. Then to work the right and left front, we pick up into the opposite end of the foundation ovals and work our way down the front. Now, I also mentioned in the beginning that there are ways to style this differently. If you wanted to sew up the side seams, you would sew up the right front and right back sides, leaving an opening for an arm. Same with the left side, and then the fronts could be seamed here to create a poncho look. Otherwise, leaving it as an open Ruana shape allows you to drape it over your shoulders and style it in all of the other ways that we've also discussed. Let's get started. I'll be using Be So Serene yarn and colorway centered for today's tutorial. To start the back, you want, for the shoulder setup row, we're going to start with a row of foundation ovals. So we start by tying our yarn to our crochet hook. You can use a slip knot, a square knot, it doesn't matter, whichever way you feel more comfortable. And the first foundation oval is as follows. You're going to chain 4 and work a treble crochet in the 4th chain from your hook. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the 4th chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Our first foundation oval is complete. There's a chain up one side, a treble on the other, and this large hole in the center. The next foundation oval begins from that point. We're going to chain 4 and work a treble crochet in the 4th chain from our hook. We don't count the loop on our hook, that's your working loop. So count back 1, 2, 3, 4 and treble crochet in that 4th chain. Second foundation oval is complete. And you'll want to continue on making foundation ovals. Make sure you follow the right number that you'll need for whatever size of the Ruana you're making. Fasten off. And repeat for the second shoulder setup row, but don't fasten off after the second one. Now we have both of our shoulder setup rows completed. One of them is fastened off, the other one is not. So now we're ready to begin row 1 of the back. Row 1 begins with a chain 5. And working a 2 treble cluster in that first foundation oval. And working it in the foundation oval means we're going to work into that large hole created on either side of the chain and the stitch. So a 2 treble cluster is as follows. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the foundation oval, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We now have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the oval, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We now have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on our hook. That's a 2 treble crochet cluster. In the next foundation oval, we're going to work a 2 treble cluster, chain 2, treble crochet, chain 2, 2 treble crochet cluster. And I'll show you what that looks like on the chart. So this is what we did in our first foundation oval here, chain 5 and 2 treble cluster. Then in the next foundation oval, we're going to do 2 treble cluster, chain 2, 2 treble, in the next foundation oval, we're going to do 2 treble crochet cluster, chain 2, treble crochet, chain 2, 2 treble crochet cluster. Okay, so now we'll do that with the yarn. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the next foundation oval, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and through 2, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the same foundation oval, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, chain 2, treble crochet in that same oval, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, through 2, and through 2, chain 2. In the same foundation oval, work 2 treble crochet cluster, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the same oval, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the same oval, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And we're going to repeat that over all of the foundation ovals in this section of the shoulder setup. All right, so now we've worked our shell across the entire row of our first shoulder setup row, and now we want to do some foundation ovals before joining this to the second shoulder setup row to complete row 1. And we do that by doing a chain 4, treble crochet in the 4th chain from our hook. So now we're adding foundation ovals mid-row. Okay, and now we'll move on and continue working our shells in the foundation ovals of the second setup row. So we'll go back to the 2 treble cluster, chain 2, treble crochet, chain 2, and 2 treble cluster. Okay, and so you'll see we have a foundation oval join between the 2 shoulder setup rows, and now we'll complete the second half of row 1 by working this shell all the way across to the last one, and then I'll show you how we modify it in the last oval. Okay, our last repeat on the end of row 1 is to work a 2 treble crochet cluster, chain 2, and treble crochet in that last oval. And this is what the end of row 1 should look like. Row 2 begins with a chain 4. Well, here I'll show it to you on the chart first. Row 2 begins with a chain 4, and we're going to work a treble crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 4. Then we're going to work a single crochet in the space between the next 2 clusters, chain 4, treble crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 2, treble crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 4, and single crochet in the space between the next 2 clusters. And I'll show you what that looks like with the yarn now. So we'll start with a chain 4, treble crochet in the first chain 2 space, chain 4, and we'll single crochet in the space between the next 2 clusters, chain 4, treble crochet in the next chain 2 space. Whoops, treble crochet is yarn over twice. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, through 2, and through 2, chain 2, treble crochet in the next chain 2 space. I'll do that one again. Chain 4 and single crochet in the next space between the 2 clusters. You want to repeat this all the way across until we get to the foundation ovals, and I'll show you how we maintain the stitch pattern across those center foundation ovals. Okay, we're now at the foundation ovals in the center of our back, so we're going to work the next single crochet between the next, that's supposed to go between the next 2 clusters. We're going to work it between the last cluster and the first foundation oval. Chain 4, treble, chain 2, treble, chain 4 in the next foundation oval. So treble, chain 2, treble, chain 4, all in that next foundation oval. So then we'll single crochet in the space between the 2 foundation ovals and repeat that across the rest of the ovals. Chain 4, in the next foundation oval we'll work treble, chain 2, treble, chain 4, and single crochet in the space between the 2 ovals. Chain 4, in the next foundation oval, treble, chain 2, treble, chain 4, so we're mimicking the stitch pattern, just working it in different places, so that on the next row, this previous row, all of the spaces and textures and places to work the next row will be identical regardless of where we worked in this row. So chain 4, single crochet in the space between the foundation oval previously and the cluster coming up. And now we'll go back to maintaining our stitch pattern for row 2, which is a chain 4, treble crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 2, treble crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 4, and single crochet in the space between the next 2 clusters. And you'll see that that center section now actually looks identical to the row 2. And we've created some shoulder shaping as well as continued on and made one continuous row now of our back. You want to continue on in the established pattern for row 2. Follow your written instructions and or chart for the rest of the back. When you're beginning the right and left front, you will be working into the free loops of the foundation oval, meaning the opposite side of them, and working exactly as you did for row 1 of the back. Follow the link in the video description to download the Selena Crochet Ruana pattern, or to download the Layers Crochet ebook, and to get information on ordering this yarn and all of my other beautiful hand-dyed yarns in my shop. If you have any questions, please feel welcome to leave them for me in the comments. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you next time. Bye!